Let's see here. There's a new museum opening up in Dawnstar. The owner is asking me to hand out invitations to travelers. Looks like that's it. Got to go.
I had another run-in with a thief's guild.
Be careful.
I don't know you. You and Riften looking for trouble? Yeah? Well, I got... Last thing the Blackbriars need is... The Black... Me? I'm Maul. I watch the street, then we're speaking this... So what do you want to know? Do I look... Get in good with them and you'll find her. Well, you got... She's also got... Just remember, if she tells you to... You kidding? I used to run... If you want to get in on that action. The only... He used to live here in Riften at the orphanage, on the other side of town. But I think he ran away.
I'm really getting tired of your
Can't say I
excuses.
blame him.
When you borrowed the money, you said you'd pay it back on time for double the usual fee.
I picked up... He showed me a... I'm always looking to replenish my... Thanks. I was actually worried. Well, the last trap... Careful, though. Rumor... They live below... They make it difficult for decent people to earn a living. It's rip... If you fancy keeping your purse, just what you see here.
Never done an honest day's work in your life for all that coin you carry, eh, lad? I'm saying you've got the coin. It's all about the way they walk. What? Oh, but that's where you're wrong. Maybe you'd like a taste. I've got a bit of... And in my line of work, extra... Simple. I'm going to cause a distraction. Once you have it, I want you to place it in branch. There's someone that... Now, you tell me when you're ready. Good. Wait until I start the distraction, then show me what you're made of.
Everyone.
New around Riften? Take my advice. Stay
I
at
have
the B&B
something
bar.
amazing
The
to show
bunkhouse
you that
isn't for
demands
you.
your attention. No pushing, no shoving. Plenty of room.
Come on, Brynjolf. What is it this time?
Patience, Branche. This is a rare opportunity. I wouldn't... want you to get... Doubt.
That's what you said about the wisp essence. And it turned out to be crushed nerm root mixed with water.
Well, that was a simple misunderstanding. But this item is the But
I'm staying
What
out.
is-
Do some-
well, that was a simple misunderstanding. But this
Take Bob
I'm
out.
getting out of it.
well, that was a simple misunderstanding. But this item? Well, I see that my time is up. Come back tomorrow if you wish to buy.
What a waste of time. Damn. I knew
Sure, I'm a dirty beggar. Why would you want to even speak to me? To oblivion with all... Oh, thank you.
Looks like
Divines bless
looks
your
like I
kind
chose the right
heart.
person
All
for the
right.
job. And here you go. Your payment. Just as I promised. The way things have been going around here, it's a relief that our plan went off without a hitch.
gems, potions, exotic ingredients.
Nah.
I'll have 'em all.
My organization's been having a run of bad luck. But I suppose that's just how it goes. But never mind
All
that.
meats
You did the
guaranteed,
job,
clean
and you did it
free
well.
from rock joints.
Best of all, there's more where that came from. If you think you can handle it. All right then. Let's put that to the test. The group I represent has its home in the Ratway beneath Riften, a tavern called the Ragged Flagon. Get there in one piece, and we'll see if you really got what it takes.
Beautiful baubles and
New
green
around
gems.
Riften?
All right,
Take my
Branche.
advice.
Turn out your
Stay
pockets.
At the B and
We know
bar.
you have it.
The bunkhouse isn't for
Have
you.
what? What in
You looking
blazes
for
are you
something or
talking
what?
about?
Of course not. You expect me to take care of it by myself? My niece Svana helps me with the chores. She'd be more help if she kept her head out of the clouds. She's been with me ever since her parents were killed by bandits and she was dropped in my lap.
This is insane. I didn't steal anything. I never saw this ring before in my
There's a
entire
college in Winterhold that teaches magic. It's very secretive though, and you know how people hate secrets. The Jarl's Court wizard was taught there.
life. But I
That one's full of secrets.
fine jewelry here.
I don't know why I bother.
Vegetables as crisp as a winter's morning.
The divines bless you. May the ground you walk quake as you
Over
pass.
here.
Welcome to the Bee and Barb, my lord. If I can interest you in one of our special drinks, you let me know. I met her when I wandered into Riften a few years ago. Been smitten with her ever since. In fact, I'm thinking of asking her to marry me. In Blackmarsh, tradition dictates we present a potential mate a unique wedding ring to represent our future bond. I already have the gold band, but all I need are 3 flawless amethysts to complete the setting. I was hoping you'd offer. I didn't think it was my place to ask such a favor of you. I thank you. Every Argonian wedding proposal band is supposed to have 3 flawless amethysts as part of their design. 2 of the gems, the ones on the outside, represent the couple to be married. One for the husband, one for the wife. The amethyst in the center represents the Hist, the entity that all Argonians consider a sacred part of our lives. 3, in fact. They're my own recipe. Brought them over here from my days as a bartender in Gideon. First is the Velvet Lechance. which is a mixture of blackberry, honey, spiced wine, and a touch of nightshade. Perfectly safe, I assure you. Second, we have the White Gold Tower, which is heavy cream with a layer of blended mead, lavender, and dragon's tongue on top. Last, and only for the bravest of souls, we have the Cliff Racer, which is firebrand wine, Cyrodiilic brandy, Flynn, and Sujama. They're vermin, garbage. They're exactly what makes this city such a horrible place to live. How appropriate they should live in the Ratway with the rest of the trash. Disgusting, ruined sewers filled with goodness knows what. There's an entrance down by the canal, but I'd highly advise you to stay out of there. It's the Thieves' Guild's territory. If you'll excuse me, I have other things to attend to.
Blessings of Mara upon you. Wonderful. Where to begin? Mara is the goddess of love. The temple spreads her gifts by tending to the sick, the poor, and the lost. We also perform wedding ceremonies for all the loving couples in Skyrim. Yes, if you were ready, of course. Are you familiar with how marriage works in Skyrim? Typically, love in Skyrim is as earnest as the people who live here. Life is hard and short, so there's little room for long courtship. A person who is looking for a spouse simply wears an amulet of Mara about the neck, showing they are available. When another person shows interest and the two agree to be together, one of them comes to the temple and we arrange a ceremony. Here you are. Now, remember, people in Skyrim respond to deeds. Good luck. Mara bless you. Of course. I'd be more than happy. Right now, the best you could provide is coin. We need... Thank you. I can promise you that this will be put to good use. Mara's domain encompasses the emotions we strive the most to embrace. Love, compassion, and understanding. It's difficult to appreciate her gifts in these dark times, but you should consider her light a beacon in the storm.
If you've got the coin, crime is an all-time high in this city thanks to the Thieves' Guild. Don't we have enough problems with the war going on? Mjol the Lioness used to adventure across Skyrim before she settled down in Riften. I hear it all ended when she lost her enchanted blade. If it's true that the dragons have returned, what will it mean for all of us? Is this how it all ends? Sibby Blackbriar is furious that his ex-lover tried to murder him. He's leaving no stone unturned searching for her. Head north to Winterhold. There's a college there. They teach magic. Most Nords don't care for them. Else you could go see the Jarl's wizard. Might be able to help you. The Thieves' Guild has been pushing hard to regain a foothold in this city. Rumor has it they're falling apart from the inside.
Use a drink. What do you say to some cheap meat?
Yeah, what do you... Lady Maven could buy or sell anyone in Skyrim. I wouldn't be surprised if she's the one pulling the... She's always welcome in Mistveil Keep, and between you and me, I'm pretty sure she even has some pretty influential friends within the Empire. I'd also warn you not to cross her. She employs quite a few troubleshooters to take care of messy problems. Maven Blackbriar wants me to keep the mead flowing, and that's what I aim to do despite all these lazy good-for-nothings that work for us. Ever since I took over as a foreman, the production of our mead has never been more profitable. And if the meadery is profitable, I'll get rich. Get the picture? Well, that was important. I'm selling the best mead in town for cheap. Interested? Sure. How do you think I get my hands on the good stuff and offer it so cheap? You think old Maven is just giving it away to anyone? Good thing she makes so much money. Makes it easier for merchandise like this to fall through the cracks. No, friend. You've got it all wrong. I'm not selling cheap mead. I'm selling good mead for cheap. Blackbriar mead. I sell cases of it for half of what the inns and taverns pay through the meadery. All I need is someone to deliver it for me. If anyone saw me leave Riften, they get suspicious. I need someone to take this small keg of Blackbriar mead to Wilhelm at the Villimer Inn in Iverstead. Drop it off, and he'll trade you something for the delivery. Keep it as payment for the legwork. Oh, and if you bump into Indaren from the meadery, keep your mouth shut. He'd rat us out in a second. Good. Now get going. Nothing but the bed. Best of all, you don't have to pay the ridiculous prices Maven charged. Suit yourself. If you change your mind, I'll be around.
What is it with you? All right, the walls have ears, and you're being tested, lad. If I have to hold your hand through, it's under your feet, lad. Just follow the smell. Come back when you grow a backbone.
So get out of my face.
My skill in battle is unmatched. Fortunately for you.
Welcome to the Bee and Barb, my lord.
You caught me.
If I can interest you in one of our special drinks,
we recently heard
know.
she'd been killed.
If you'll excuse me, I have other things to
Anyway,
attend
I'm
to.
glad my work at the Blackbriar Meadery keeps me busy. Helps me. Yes? My father was a Stormcloak soldier in his younger days. My mother is the priestess of Talos. She tends to the Don't mistake my political beliefs as a substitute for my family values. I just think they've let my sister's death skew their outlook on Ulfric and what he really brings to the table with this war. I'm not so certain that Ulfric's intentions are as noble as they think. Yes, actually. My name may not be on the label, but some of my blood, sweat, and tears are in every drop.
They mean to take our history.
Figuratively, of course.
The soil beneath our feet is steeped in the blood of our ancestors. I lost my own daughter to the Imperial dogs. And by Talos, I'll not lose anyone else. Lilia joined the Stormcloaks many years ago. She served as a battle maiden. Using her... It didn't matter. The Imperial soldier... And that's why I won't rest easy. Until every single Imperial soldier joins her.
New in town.
And
only the best in all of
sits upon the
Riften.
throne of
Started out
Skyrim.
with too bad I haven't had the same success helping this city shed its poverty. I sell my catch across. The only untapped market left is Markarth. However, if you're headed that way, I would appreciate you delivering a Good. Klepper will pay you as soon as you arrive with the letter. Here you... Yes, I suppose someone has to be around here. Beggars roam the streets, crime runs rampant, and the paltry amount of coin that I play... Nivenor is my wife. How I was ever able to meet such a gorgeous creature is one of life's mysteries. We're at odds about my charity. She thinks the people in this town have become lazy and expecting a handout. I tried to include her in my lessons from Mara Mall over at the Temple of Mara, but she prefers to shop instead. Different strokes, eh? Remember to give at the temple.
I presume... Of course. Anyone makes trouble for me. You do well to remember that the next time you make such a
Fancy
stupid
yourself.
observation.
My
Out of
mother
my way.
spares no expense where I'm concerned. I'm
Looking
heir
for
to the
work?
family
I
fortune.
need someone to deliver a message to Sibby Blackbriar. Well, I recently approached Sibby Blackbriar about buying Frost, one of the finest breeding horses in Skyrim. He agreed to sell. I paid Sibby half the cost of Frost up front, but before he could deliver, Maven had him locked up. I want you to talk to Sibby for me. Then I want you to bring me Frost and the lineage papers that prove the horse's worth. Good man. Head to the Riften jail and talk to Sibby. You'll be well paid for your time. I'm not exactly comfortable around guards or jails. Definitely. No idea, but whatever he did, it must have angered Maven.
What in the name of
No guard would lock up a
oblivion do you
Blackbriar
want?
without the old lady's permission.
I don't have any business with you, so get out of my face.
I've never seen Mjol this upset about anything. The city really gets to her.
Visitors like... To call it a guild is ridiculous. How... They're the... What do you think? You know, I'm beginning to respect you. Other than Eren, you seem to be the only other person I've met I might be able to trust. Since we share the same opinion of them, let me warn you that they're recruiting others to join their guild, and you should be cautious. Maven Blackbriar, the matriarch of the family, represents everything that's wrong with this city. She's bribed countless officials, has friends back in the Imperial City, and freely associates with the Thieves' Guild. I've tried everything I can to protect Riften's citizens from her family, but to no avail. Well, there is Ingun Blackbriar, Maven's daughter. Strange girl. She likes to spend time down in Elgrim's elixirs working on her alchemy. Then you have Hemming, Maven's son, spoiled brat and heir to her empire. And finally, Sibi, the worst of all of them. He's in Riften jail for murder. I've been adventuring across Tamriel since I was a fresh-faced young woman. My travels have taken me from High Rock to Valenwood, Elsewhere to Morrowind, and all points in between. Many years ago I lost my blade, Grimsever, within a Dwemer ruin. I took it as a sign. You and I are alike. We seek challenge and great fortune. But for me, that's where the similarities end. You see, Riften is my great beast to be slain, and my fortune comes from gratitude and trust. It's been difficult. If it wasn't for Eren, it was Eren who found me dying outside of a Dwemer. When my strength returned and he told me about the problems plaguing Riften, I decided fate brought me here for a reason. So I stayed.
Really gets to her.
Safe travels.
Have you met Ballerman? I'm his apprentice. He's teaching me all about being a blacksmith.
Hey, watch it!
Huh?
Come to... What brings you to Balam? Smithing's been in my blood for generations. I owe my success to my forefathers and their recipe for flame. The secret is my forge. It consumes fire salts, a strange mineral that burns as hot. Well, it was. Sadly, the... You will? Thank you. 10 pinches of fire salt. People say I'm... Next time one of my shields deflects a killing blow. A flame Atronach's body might provide fire salt. Of course, it would be much easier to check with an alchemist. They occasionally have them. You wish to do what I do? Very well. Nothing like the smell of a white-hot blade.
My husband Bercy will be the death of me. He spends too much time worrying about Riften and not enough for himself.
I ended up selling that ship to open this place. Seemed only fitting to name it after her. Well, changed it a bit, I suppose. If I had been smarter, I would have kept my boat. Coming to this city was a big mistake. This city's corrupt. Authorities. The only way to get things... It's our... It used to be... The guild stocks the place full of thugs that aren't good enough to join. I have all sorts of interesting items for sale. Have you looked around? If you're looking for anything to sell for a fair price, yes? Until next time.
Welcome to Riften, home of the Thieves' Guild. Or so they'd have you believe. It's all lies.
Did you have some sort... Indeed. There have been multiple attempts on the Jarl's life. We've also had run-ins with spies attempting to probe our security for weaknesses. I work with the city guard. At the end of the day, I'm the last. Ulfric's a bloody. He's taking the I don't think I'll be content until... Lie. All I need is a... Stormcloaks won't have it, though. Everyone knows. I'd go down there myself, but that would leave Jarl Layla unprotected.
Welcome to Rift. What can I do for you? While I feel Ulfric's cause is just, how can they continue to lead their already meager lives with dark clouds? My heart goes out to them. If only our coffers were deeper, I could protect them. With the Stormcloaks at his back, Ulfric's poised to rid Skyrim of the Empire's forces. Many have died taking up arms for this cause. I fear that the land will be stained with blood for years to come. Surely you're aware of the Great War between the Imperials and the Elves who called themselves the Aldmeri Dominion? When the smoke cleared, the White Gold Concordat was signed. It was supposedly one of the terms of it. To the Stormcloaks, this was viewed as the moment when the Empire became unworthy. We're all as one of... Sadly, they're proving elusive, but I have confidence that Maven won't give up until this city has been... rid of them all.
Welcome to Mistville. As steward, I also Lately, I've had my hands full suppressing these There are those... I can assure you that this is I'd hardly call them In fact, I wouldn't say they were a threat at all.
Speak.
No,
I wish to hear
everything
everything
spent
my
on
subjects have
preparations
to
for
say.
an invasion.
How can a humble servant of Talos bless you? I trained our daughter Lilia as a healer to one day tend the shrine of Talos and replace me as a priestess of Talos. When the fighting began over the White Gold Concordat, she ran off to join the Stormcloaks. She had her father's fire. How could I say no? She died out there, only having tended to the wounded soldiers for a few months. We never even found her body. The Empire burned all the dead. He's the protector of man, the dragon of the North, the patron of all Nords. And despite the Imperials and their treaty, he will always be one of the 9 divines. A devout Nord would rather fall in battle and have his blood spill upon the earth than allow the Empire to strike his name from the divinity. Talos is part of our culture. He's part of our heritage and our tradition. He's Skyrim personified. To suddenly have all that wrenched away is like losing someone you hold dearly in your heart. The Empire already took my daughter from us, but by Talos, they will not take our homeland. Talos guide you.
Over here!
I think
on your side.
up, Brynjolf. Those days are over.
I'm telling you, this one is different.
We've all heard that one before, Bryn. Quit kidding yourself.
It's time to face the truth, old friend. You, Vex, Mercer, you're all part of a dying breed. Things are changing.
Dying breed, eh? Well, what do you call that, then?
You need advice? Talk to Brynjolf.
Well,
Got better things to do.
Color me impressed, lad. I wasn't certain I'd ever see you again. Reliable and headstrong? You're turning out to be quite the prize. So, now that I've whetted your appetite with our little scheme at the market, how about handling a few deadbeats for me? They owe our organization some serious coin, and they've decided not to pay. I want you to explain to them the error of their ways. Kirava, Percy Honeyhand, and Helga. Do this right, and I can promise you a permanent place in our organization. Honestly, the debt is secondary here. What's more important is that you get the message across that we aren't to be ignored. A word of warning, though. I don't want any of them killed. Bad for business. Good. If you need any details on your marks, I'll be here. Now get going. Kirava's stubborn, but she's got a soft spot for family. Talk to Talon Jay at the Bee and Barb, and see if you can get something out of him. They're well acquainted, if you catch my meaning. He's as pig-headed a man as you'll ever find. The key is that ugly dwarven urn in his shop. Smash that thing to bits and he'll change his attitude. Helga is a devout follower of Dibella and dotes over the statue to the divine that she keeps at the bunkhouse. Use it as leverage and she'll cave. I'll be here when you're done.
You'd better have coin to pay. Got a lot of nerve. Splendid. There's a house available right now. Wonderful. Here is the key to your new home. I don't know you, so we've got nothing to talk about. How about you finish the job Brynjolf gave you? Then we can talk. Aye.
Talk to me again when you... Stick with me, and they'll never even know you're there.
I'm busy. Don't you have something to do?
If you're looking
Last
for conversation...
They call me Dirge, because I'm the last thing you... Why? You think it's funny or something? Oh yeah? I think so too. You're pretty smart. Hey, here. Have one on the house. I already told you. They call me Dirge, because I'm the last thing you hear before they put you in the ground. Mm-hmm.
Have anything for us yet?
I'm busy. Don't you have something to do?
Huh. I suppose I can work with your face. After all, the sculptor cannot always choose the finest clay. I assumed you were here to see me about your face. To have it sculpted into something more artful than nature has bestowed upon you. So, are you here as a client? Shall I remake your face? Indeed. It is no small thing to submit yourself to the flesh sculptor's knife. Change it. I do not practice my art for free. Indeed, it is no small thing to submit. I have not always been a... I studied with the faculty of chirurgy. I count the nobility of both the Empire and the Dominion among my clients. And yet, I have fallen so low that I must justify myself to a wanderer in the sewers of this backwater of the world.
Stay out of trouble, or there's gonna be trouble.
Have anything for us yet?
Fine jewelry here.
Protect yourself right. Buy armor from Grelka.
Greetings. I do. Sadly, only trouble. Would you be interested in Gap? Thank you. I'm seeking a small list of items to complete my next creation. 2 flawless sapphires. Perfect. Melting this down will give me plenty of gold for those necklaces I started. Not well, I'm afraid. That Brynjolf? A few months ago, it was troll. Not that there's anything that can be done about it. Just what you see here.
I take a chance.
Safe travels, Landstrider.
I can't take... Of course.
All meats guaranteed, clean and free from rock joint.
What brings you to... Looking to protect yourself or deal some damage? Remember, nothing but genuine fire salt will do. The Forge knows the difference.
Hey,
I'm the
don't
brewman.
look at me that way. Who are you to judge me?
Welcome. Allow me to... She's an absolute pleasure. Why, just this last week, I was commenting to my fellow meadery workers just how lucky we... Look, if I'm caught saying anything bad about the meadery or the family, I'm a dead... I'm the 4th person to work the tasting counter in the last year. The last 3 are at the bottom of Lake Honrik. Just take my advice, and just get out of Riften as soon as you can. Lady Maven's been developing the secret recipe for blood. She uses a very secret blend of spices, fresh honey from golden... Even when you get to the last sip in your flagon, it'll... Damn it. Sorry. Look, just don't say anything to Maven, will you? I've spent weeks trying to get that right, and if she sees how stupid I am, she'll get rid of me. Yeah, fired. Sure. That's what I meant. Take a look. Come back and see us again.
I presume you're bothering me for a good reason. I believe we're done. What in the name of oblivion I don't have...
The Imperials think we need their laws. You could say that the Ratway is the city under the city. Dark, dangerous.
My husband
no place
Bercy
for decent
will be the
folk.
death of me. Oh, he spends too much time
So
worrying about
can I
Riften and not enough about himself.
What? Oh, it's one of you people. So Brynjolf doesn't even bother to show up himself anymore, eh? What's this message? Petty threats and fist-waving are not going to sway me. You people are all talk, and everyone knows it. You demand payment for protection, and you can't even protect yourselves. Don't fool yourself. It's only a matter of time before you people are run out of Riften. I'm going to make you sorry for this. Come on!
Get him!
Mine!
Come on, he's not so tough.
Nothing! Bastard!
Don't let him get away with this!
Please, no more. I'll pay. Here. I hope you... Oh, a bit of this and a bit of that. I hope Brynjolf chokes on his gold.
I'd be a lot warmer and a lot happier with a belly full of mead.
If you're looking for a room, what does he want now? I already explained to him that you can't get blood from a stone. Look, I can't make the coin appear out of thin air. Please, be reasonable. I'll pay next month. And so have I. What's the point of paying anyway? Your outfit can't even fend for itself. I could do better tossing the gold into the sewer. You can't scare me with your tough talk. I'm not paying you people a single coin. Please, don't take the statue. It's the only thing of value I have left. Not Lady Dibella. No! Please, I can't lose her! I get the message. Here, take your gold. I hope you choke on it.
My food is the best in all of
If you're
Skyrim.
looking for a handout... Oh, now that can't be good. Nah, I don't think so. Bullies around Oh, now that can't be good.
Buy some armor and live to tell about it.
Thank you. Here, this is for you.
Vegetables as crisp as a winter's morning.
I've never seen Mjol this upset about anything.
What do you want? With the rumors going around about how poorly your guild's been doing, she's become much too bold. I'm not that foolish. The last thing I want is a war with your people. Look, I'm only telling you this because I care for her. Don't mistake this as acceptance for what you do. Kirava has some family at a farm just inside of Morrowind. If you mention you know about it, she might just listen to you. Just please don't harm anyone. I couldn't bear the thought. If you'll excuse me, I have other things to attend to.
Here for a room or something to drink? Show me. Look, everything was all just a misunderstanding. I didn't mean to tell Brynjolf to go jump off the pier. You'll tell him I'm sorry, yes? Take this. Every single coin I owe is there. I swear it.
I presume you're bothering me for a good reason.
My food is the best in all of Skyrim.
Huh? What do you... Yes. Hofgrir took me in when I arrived. Horses are my... I hope to open my own stables one... I owe a great deal of money to someone, and I think they cheated me. I was able to work out a deal with the stables in Whiterun to sell me some of their tack and harnesses. I borrowed some gold from Sapphire to pay for the shipment, but it got robbed before it even arrived. Now Sapphire wants her money back, and if I don't pay her... I think she's going to kill me. You will? Oh, thank you. Be careful with Sapphire.
Visiting Riften? Oh. Welcome at the Temple of Mara.
Protect yourself right. Buy armor from Grelka.
Fresh meat and produce.
out of trouble, or there's gonna be trouble.
So, job's done and you even brought the gold. Best of all, you did it clean. I like that. Well done. And it would seem I owe you something in return. Here you go. I think you'll find these quite useful. Judging from how well you've handled those shopkeepers, I'd say you've done more than simply prove yourself. We need people like you in our outfit. That's the spirit. Larceny's in your blood. The telltale sign of a practiced thief. I think you'll do more than just fit in around here. What's on your mind? We've run into a rough patch lately, but it's nothing to be concerned about. Tell you what, you keep making us coin, and I'll worry about everything else. Fair enough? Now, if there are no more questions, how about following me and I'll show you what we're all about?
You better listen to Mercer and Brynjo first. We can talk later.
You're like me, eh? Don't fancy those clunky two-hand... I used to be an adventurer like you. Be careful.
Hey, you're not supposed to be down here. Official business only. Oh, my mistake then. Sorry, you can go on ahead.
Have you come to gawk at me, or is this a social call? Ah, let me guess. He wants his horse. Well, that's going to be a bit of a problem. See, I don't really outright own Frost. That is correct. You see, Frost belongs to the Blackbriar estate. Technically, everything in the estate is owned by my mother, Maven. My plan was to take the horse from our lodge and deliver it to Latrush at the stables. Obviously, that didn't exactly work out as I'd planned. Still, I don't want to cross Latrush. Tell you what, steal the horse and deliver it, and you can have the second half of the payment. Sure, take advantage of the guy in jail. Okay, fine, I can make the deal sweeter. I obviously don't have anything here, but there's a hidden stash in the lodge, and I did manage to hold on to the key. Take it.
What is it, Imperial?
Vegetables and
legendary Argonian craftsmanship.
all meat guaranteed, clean and free from Rockwood.
Protect yourself right. Buy armor from Velka.
Get them before the law.
Buying and selling fine jewelry here.
Looking to stay alive? Why take a chance?
Vegetables as crisp as a winter's morning.
Jewelry with legendary Argonian craftsmanship.
All meat guaranteed, clean and free from Rockwood.
Oh, new around Riften? Take my advice. Stay at the Bee and Bar. The bunkhouse isn't for you.
Protect yourself right. Buy armor from Velka.
Lightly armored means light on your feet. Smart. Riften's under my protection. You watch yourself now. This is a surprise.
Did you hear something? Just scratch.
Easily blocked. That's your best,
Your end draws near.
I'll knock your head on my wall!
I will destroy you.
You've done it! Got to admit, I wasn't sure you could pull it off. But you've definitely earned your pay. You're playing a dangerous game, my friend. Fine, you win. Take the horse and leave.
Whatever you need.
Of course.
Aye.
It means so much to us to have the claw back where it belongs. Thank you. Well, yes, why wouldn't I be? Are you interested in me? It's settled then. Brief as life can be in Skyrim, at least we'll have each other.
Thank you so much for taking care of those thieves. The Riverwood trader is...
Even if you're one of us, you better not make trouble.
Let me show you the operation. Then you can ask your questions. Mercer, this is the one I was talking about. Our new recruit.
This better not be another waste of the guild's resources, Brynjolf. Before we continue, I want to make one thing perfectly clear. You play by the rules, you walk away rich. You break the rules and you lose your share. No debates, no discussions. What we say, when we say. Do I make myself clear? Good, then I think it's time we put your expertise to the test.
Wait a moment. You're not talking about Golden Glow, are you? Even our little Vex couldn't get in.
You claim this recruit possesses an aptitude for our line of work, so let him prove it. Golden Glow Estate is critically important to one of our largest clients. However, the owner has suddenly decided to take matters into his own hands and shut us out. He needs to be taught a lesson. Brynjolf will provide you with the details.
Mercer, aren't you forgetting something?
Since Brynjolf assures me you'll be nothing but a benefit to us, then you're in. Welcome to the Thieves Guild.
Welcome to the family, lad. I'm expecting you to make us a lot of coin. So don't disappoint me. Simple. Do as you're told and keep your blade clean. We can't turn a profit by killing. You should talk with Delvin Mallory and Vex. They know their way around this place, and they'll be able to kick some extra jobs your way. Oh, and talk to Tanelia in the Flagon. She'll set you up with your new armor. Golden Glow Estate is a bee farm. They raise the wretched little things for honey. It's owned by some smart-mouthed wood elf named Arengoth. We need you to teach him a lesson by burning down 3 of the estate's hives and clearing out the safe in the main house. The catch is that you can't burn the whole place to the ground. That important client Mercer mentioned would be furious if you did. That's not how things work around here. The guild depends on an arrangement of influential people to keep things running smoothly. Without them at our backs, we'd be in serious trouble. Maven prefers that Arengoth remains alive, but if he tries to stop you from getting the job done, kill him. The guild has a lot riding on this. Don't make me look foolish by mucking it up. Golden Glow Estate brought in a mountain of gold for the guild. Then out of the clear blue, Arengoth stopped sending us our cut. So we send in Vex to find out he's hired a bunch of mercenaries to guard the place. Aye. Arengoth sent the city guard packing and fortified the entire island. In fact, Vex barely made it out of there alive. You should talk to her about it before you go. They're built like small fortresses to resist the weather, but their one weakness is flame. Besides, nothing tells the people of Riften we mean business better than a huge column of smoke. Watch yourself on that island. Those mercenaries don't take prisoners.
You're pretty tough. I joined up with them maybe 10 years ago. Small clan, maybe 20 men. We'd raid villages. Don't get me wrong. The first few years with that clan were some of the best years of my life. All the food I could eat, all the wine I could drink, and all the women I could bed. We raided a caravan one spring. I think it was a few wagons with some farmers moving to... They didn't put up much of a fight. Then the leader of our clan, Garthek, he ordered us to kill the rest. No, we usually let them go. I refused to do it, and Garthek ordered the clan to kill me as well. Luckily, I had made some friends with the clan who immediately sided with me. We tore each other to pieces. After it was over, those of us that remained simply went our separate ways. I left it. Never knew what became of the rest of the clan that survived.
Hey,
I suppose they moved on,
to
just
no
like
good,
I did.
Are we? I'll teach you, but it'll cost you. It was on a job a few years. Well, it was. Up until the... Vex just tells me to... Are you kidding? Me? I ran. Vex was waiting for... Well, so, that's how I earned the name. Now, I wouldn't bother smacking at those hives with a weapon. Set them on fire. I'll point you to the first and last person you're ever going to need to treat her right, and she'll make you rich. Try and rip her off. You'll have the whole guild to answer.
Pull up a chair, my friend. When I started out in this business, I didn't mean to imply I was earning an honor. With my lock-picking aptitude, it's where a client... Usually it's to free. Either way, the trick was in the... Well, as a jail... I do jobs for the last jail... After that, I don't know. Killing some... I already knew Delvin. I asked if I could join up, and that was that.
Need something?
Need any more?
Always a pleasure.
Just let me
Come here a second. I'll show you what I know. I used to live in... We were doing well. Plenty of... Because it was done. I just wanted a little excitement. Something dangerous. I hooked up with a guild in Valenwood. I think they called themselves the Silver Crescents. Spent quite a few years doing jobs for them. Made a lot of coin, but I didn't care. I didn't... Well, after a while, my... Either leave Valenwood, or he'd have me thrown into jail. I ended up in Skyrim thanks to a contact I'd made when I was with the Crescents. Good old Delvin. He introduced me to Gallus, and that was it. I've been here ever since. And you know what? Despite what I left behind, I don't regret it one bit. The honey they collect on that hunk of rock goes into making... The honey they collect on that hunk of... If talking your way... Also, I recommend hitting the training room if you need lockpick practice. Helped me out of a jam more than once.
This better be... I'd like to know why you're wasting time asking about it when you should already...
You ever need more
I'm watching.
Got a minute? My father told me he found me as a young boy in the wreckage of a ship that sank off of the coast near Solitude. All he found in my pocket was a tiny smooth stone inscribed with some sort of strange runes. No one does. I've even taken the damn thing to the College of Winterhold. I must have spent every last coin I've made with the guild trying to find out what it means. Perhaps they could be nonsense, inane scribbles done by someone in idle boredom. But if not, if they actually mean something, they might tell me where I'm from, what ship I was on, everything. Actually, the fisherman who found me, the man I call my father, gave it to me. Thought it was fitting, I suppose. I never changed it because it never felt right to do so. I appreciate that. Keep to the shadows. If you... For anyone else, I do... If you... For anyone else, I'd make you leave. If you or anyone... If you or anyone else, I'd make you leave. If you or anyone else... If you or anyone else, I'd make you leave. If you or any... If you or anyone else... If you or... If you or anyone else... If you or anyone else, I'd make you leave. If you or... If you or anyone else, I'd make you leave.
Interest you in some marksman training?
You're making waves around here. I like that. Yeah? What do you want, Imperial? Aye.
Before we begin, I want to make two things perfectly clear. One, I'm the best infiltrator this rat hole of a guild's got. So if you think you're here to replace me, you're dead wrong. And 2, you follow my lead and do exactly as I say. No questions, no excuses. Then we understand each other. Good. Now, it's time to get your feet wet, and I don't want to waste a lot of time talking about anything but business. I'm not going to sugarcoat it for you. We're in a bad way down here. Who knows? Old Delvin thinks it's some kind of curse. I think he's crazy. If you want my opinion, I'd say it's just plain old bad luck. You can get out there and start making a name for us again. Make them start fearing us like they did long ago. And while you're at it, make a little bit of coin on the side. Not a bad deal, eh? I handle the burglary, shell, If you don't like that kind of work, talk to Delvin. He runs the more up-close... Pretty simple. The catch is... You ready for some good old-fashioned... Whatever. Just get it done.
So, you're
Here's the job.
Protege,
He just
eh?
plucked you blind to my... On the other end, take it... See? So, if you've got to look around you, a few decades ago, this place was as busy as the Imperial... Look, I know the others think I'm a bit daft for saying stuff like this, but something out there is piss-drunk mad at us. I don't know who or what it is. I'll tell you what we do. We spit in that... That's where you... All you need to do is ask, and we can both come out. I had... If break-ins are more your thing, go till most of the... Your job, feel like doing a bit of writing. Just keep your eyes open and your mouth shut and you'll do fine.
All eyes are on
Let me
you,
give you
lad.
the details.
Back with good news, I trust? Been a while since I've seen one of those. What you've got there is a stone of Baron Zaya. Not like that, it isn't. The stone was pried off of Baron Zaya's ceremonial crown by I think there were 24 in all. Some of the guild members have tried to locate them over the years, but they haven't been successful. Look, I only buy things I can turn around quickly for a profit. And no one... Tell you what, if you find the rest of them, talk to me again. Otherwise, keep... Can you believe that? It was like he was daring us to... Well, that's how I slipped in there. If you're ever... And besides myself, Delvin... Are you kidding me? And when the coin dried up, that's when people started to leave. We had the best... The only way this place will ever... The flagon was... If we can make a... Best of all, we'd have enough gold to throw around so we could start living in the lap of luxury again.
So you're the new recruit. Well, looks like you and I are gonna have to get very... I'm the fence down here. I can also provide a few supplies useful to our... Sure, how about I get Dirge to not... Look, at the end of the day, you'll find that... Good. Here's your armor. Just make sure you put it to good use. I've got coin and I've got merchandise. Let's see what we can do. Well, you could always... Or if you're looking for training, we've got plenty of it down...
Rested, it's on
Delvin,
your head.
Vex, Nirowyn, and Vipper can give you
All
a leg
eyes
up
are on
that.
you, lad. Don't
Now,
disappoint
if you'll
us.
excuse me.
Pull up a seat. Have a drink.
Yeah, I guess I have a minute. Yeah, I guess I have a minute. What do you want?
Need something? This temple... I'm only a All right, then.